As you would have noticed, creating a mock class for every single test could potentially become very time consuming and require you to write a lot of code. So PHPUnit has inbuilt functionality for creating a mock class. And you need to pass it the name of the real class that you're trying to create a mock version of. So to create a mock, you use this get mock builder, the name of the class that you want to create a mock version of, and then get mock. So it's a bit of a mouthful, but it does work. That will generate a mock version of this class here. And you can put any class name there you like. And once you've got the mock object and you store that in a variable, you can then say what you expect to happen with that mock. And this requires quite a lot of code, and the syntax looks a bit strange if you haven't seen it before. This is something called method chaining, which I won't go into here. But the syntax, although it looks a bit strange, you do get used to it after a while. This says that for this mock during this test, I expect that one time, and there's various different things you can put here. I won't go into those today, but one time I expect the method, which is another word for function, I expect the method with this name to be called with, and then arguments equal to this value. And it probably makes more sense if I show you the mock version of the function we've been looking at before. So if we wanted to create a mock version of the database table class, we create our mock version of authors table using the mock builder. That would then create a mock object in this authors table variable. And for this test, we're now saying that I expect that one time the save function will be run with arguments equal to the author test data. So I'm saying that the save function in the authors table instance should be called one time with this data. And if that doesn't happen, if that expectation is not met, and at no point the save function isn't called once with this data, the test will be marked as failed. Similarly, if the function is run more than one, or the function is called with different data, or the function is not called at all, the test will be failed, and it will tell you why. So this is another kind of assertion. So this is an expectation, which is an implied assertion, and allows you to say that I expect something to happen to another object. And it also lets you generate mocks on the fly rather than having to manually create different classes for every single object that you want to test. There's a lot more you can do with PHPUnit. I've only scratched the surface here, but have a look through the website as it does have a lot of good examples on it. Hopefully you can see how it's useful and why you should use it. And that's the main point I want to get across here.